I'm Brighton, and I do not like paying a lot for gas. And in this video, I'm going to help make sure that if you're down in Mexico, you're finding the cheapest gas. On this channel, I love posting tips for people living in Mexico or gringos living in Mexico. So if that's you or you want to be that, be sure to click the subscribe and the little bell icon to be notified of future videos. So I love the Gas Buddy app that I use across the US, and I think it also works in Canada, but it does not work in Mexico. So there is a website though, gasolinamexico.com.mx. And this website has a map and it has the gas stations, and you can click on down below to find the actual prices of the gas at each station. And what I found is that this is really pretty accurate. I think this is actually reported. Each gas station has to report it to the government, and then this website is able to get the information from the government. There are some other websites. There's directly a website from the government. It's just not as helpful because it doesn't have the map. And there's an iPhone app called Gaso app that's supposed to work just like this, but in my experience, it doesn't work. So this probably goes without saying, but the prices are going to be listed in Mexican pesos. And they're also going to be listed in liters instead of gallons. And a gallon is about 3.8 liters. So to give you an idea, right here in La Paz right now in 2021 in the summer, a lot of gas stations are charging 19.99. And that is about $3.79. And some of the more expensive ones were charging 21.60, and that's about $4.10 a gallon. So start by going to the website gasolinamexico.com.mx. Scroll down and select the state that you're in, and then select the city from that state. And then over to the right, you'll see ver todos las gasolineras y precios en la municipio de wherever you are. So look at all the gas stations and prices. So click on that. And then you can scroll down and you'll see a map of all the stations in your city. And you can zoom in and move around and find your location. And then just click one of the stations closest to you and you'll see a name. Then scroll down on the page and find that name down here. Now, this name here will be listed with the price, but it is not the same name that you will see on the station itself. I think this one might have been a BP. There's a number of different types of stations here. It's not just Pemex anymore. The name will not be the same. I think this might be the person or corporation that owns it. So you'll have to go through to the map and use the map locations. Those are pretty accurate. Sometimes you'll find a station that's maybe the same owner owns multiple stations. So when you scroll down to this one, you'll see here, Auto Servicia Casa Magna, there's actually two stations. So click on one of them and then look at the location on the map to see if that's the one you're looking for, or go back to the list and click on the other one with the same name to see if that's the location you're looking for, because you can see they're not the same price. Another option that you have is just to look at the list and go through and sort it based on the grade of gas that you want. So click on Magna here, and you'll see that the cheapest gas is at Auto Servicio Rapi, and then you can scroll down to the map to see where that station is located. Now, I want to be clear, I do not endorse driving halfway across the city just to get cheaper gas, especially because you'll only be saving a little bit. But sometimes gas stations just around the corner from each other can be significantly different in Mexico. And it used to be that Pemex was the only gas station. It was a state-run gas station, still is a state-run gas station. But a few years back, we're now in 2021, a few years back, they deregulated this and allowed other gas stations, other companies in. So there's actually a lot of gas stations out there now. And what I found is typically, at least here in La Paz, Mexico, down the Baja Peninsula, usually the Pemex stations are a little cheaper than the other brand stations. And the other thing I've been told is gas is gas. The only time you wouldn't want to buy gas is from a station that really has nobody ever there and that the gas is getting old in the tank. That'd be more of a worry than the quality of the gas. And one other thing that I've heard is that if you see a gas station with taxis in it, that is usually a good deal. And I'm working on another video about actually the process of purchasing gas in Mexico, and you'll find that video up here. Now here's your quick Spanish lesson for the day. Estadounidenses is an American, or, well, not really an American because North America covers Mexico and the United States. So a lot of people from the United States like to call themselves American, but the locals will call you estadounidense, which is a person from the Estados Unidos.